to complete the automatic irrigation game for a touchdown. Go Tornadoes!
Get too much to bear. Finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 9 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
Looking for great food and a nice cold drink to wash it down? Head over to Tuffy's Bar and Grill, your neighborhood spot for mouth-watering burgers, wings, and daily specials. Catch happy hour every weekday from 4 to 6 p.m. with deals that'll hit the spot without hitting your wallet. We're open Thursday through Saturday 4 to 10, Sunday lunch from 11 to 2, and again Monday 4 to 10. Closed on Tuesday and Wednesday. Perfect for lunch, dinner, or a late night bite. Tuffy's in Centerville. Stop in and catch the game with us.
When the world feels big, a small note can mean everything. Find mental health support at sdbehavioralhealth.gov.
Central Farmers Cooperative, Fremar LLC, is an agriculture-based company that provides products, services, and market access in the areas of agronomy, feed, grain, and petroleum. Whether it is their agronomy team helping with production, the grain team assisting in developing a marketing plan, or many other services the Central Farmers Co-op and Fremar offer, they look forward to servicing and personalizing their patrons' farming operations. With locations across southeast South Dakota for your farming purposes, make it Central Farmers Co-op and Fremar.
At Knutson Masonry, they take pride in their work. They work hard to produce quality masonry as they continue to build their business brick by brick. They are honored to have been a part of numerous projects of all sizes. They do a wide variety of projects, both residential and commercial, across the tri-state region. They have done large projects such as schools and a range of residential, from house exteriors to mailboxes and fireplaces. Knutson Masonry is proud to have served so many satisfied customers and are proud supporters of the Tornadoes.
College is where ideas come to life, where you'll find your pack. And at Northern State University, you'll lead the pack. It's part of the Northern Experience, right here in Aberdeen, South Dakota. This is where the next generation of leaders thrive. Through world-class facilities, hands-on experiences, and generous scholarship opportunities to impact every part of who you're meant to be. Don't just earn a degree, shape your future and experience Northern.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life. Contact your local Agraria Insurance Company agent.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Mr. G's Tires in Centerville wants you to know that your bald tires aren't going to get you to the Tornadoes game tonight. Checking your tires is a must if you want to get to the game. Mr. G's Tires in Centerville makes choosing your brand of tires as easy as 1, 2, 3, getting you on the road safe and in no time at all. With competitive prices and dependable service, you're sure to score with Mr. G's Tires in Centerville.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change. Because together, we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections.
All right, welcome Tornado fans. We have our first volleyball match of the season here. Homecoming week kicked off as well. If you're listening from home, Ms. Superintendent Edberg, if you have any comments, questions, text me. It looks like it's picking up some audio somewhere else, so I will try to hopefully fix that. So we have our home volleyball match. It is the Viborg-Hurley Cougars in town versus the Centerville Tornadoes. This is JV. If you were here for C-Team, we won 25-17, 25-14. This is our first event to kick off the homecoming activities. We had coronation last night. We'll meet the royalty in between games here. And this is our first volleyball action of the year, and we're off and running. Good volley to start here, and finally the ball goes in the net. Centerville will score, and they will start with Bria Austin serving, Emery Schubeck in the middle, Clarice Kirk as the libero, Bria Austin, Sage Martz, and Emery Anderson in the front row. That good pickup by Emery, play on, turns around, tips it over, gets the point. Good job staying active and getting her hands underneath that one to keep the ball playing. So Tornadoes up 2-0 early. Sorry, I forgot my job is to keep the score on the board too. I don't have the scoreboard active. A little miss hit by the Tornadoes. That'll be side out back to the Cougars. I'll try to get some names for the Cougars as they come across. Looks like serving is number 10. And that is Brooklyn Hazing. With her in the back row is Raina Miller, number 11. And then I believe it's Morgan Patterson is the libero. I got to get that back in my mouth. Front row, we got Addison Siley, number 1. Number 3 is Haley Vogue. No, I don't know if that's right. Number 5 is Tatum Hauger. I don't think 3 is right. I could be wrong, but I can't. Yeah, I'm just going off the roster they had online, bound, and it's missing a lot of pieces, so I apologize if I miss a player out there. Liz Shearer came in. Clarice Kirk goes out. Emery Anderson to serve. Great serve. Popped up by the Cougars. Oh, placed in no man's land. Nobody goes for it. Side out. Our point Tornadoes. Another nice serve. Dug up, though, this time by the Cougars. They keep it playo. Liz Shearer on the attack. The back row. That'll be a kill. Emery Anderson will continue to serve. So game 1, best of 3 for JV. Following this, we'll have royalty, and then the varsity will take their first action. So we'll see the Tornadoes varsity volleyball team for the first time tonight as well. Thursday night back here at home, so if you couldn't make it tonight, come on out Thursday. Take on Meadow Wolves. And then, of course, Friday we bring the Alcester-Hudson Cubs in town to play football. So we'll have a junior high at 4:30 and varsity at about 7 o'clock. A lot of festivities if we get to Centerville. Beautiful week for all these festivities. Parade on Friday at 1 o'clock. Emery Anderson continues to serve. Nice serve. Tight set. Hit over. Good job. Oh. Little miscommunication by the Tornadoes. Side out back to the Cougars. If you haven't yet and you plan on attending the parade or being in the parade, make sure you send your entries with what you would like set as your float or vehicle or whatever you decorate goes by. We'd love to have as many people in the parade as they could be. Like I said, it's going to be a great day for the parade. Nice tip, saved by the Cougars, though. And Lydia and Bria set to each other. Hazing on the attack. They have to play it. And free pass over, so Cougars on the attack. A real quick start to activities this year. We just started school last Wednesday, and already we are into homecoming week. But again, as people have asked, we're kind of at the mercy of the state. They're the ones that schedule football for us. So we were away last week, home this week, away next week, bye the following week. Then I think we're away, and it's just a nuts. And we didn't really want to push homecoming into the winter weather, so that's why we're here this week. And we get to take on the 4th-ranked Alcester-Hudson Cubs after they upset Howard, who is number 1 ranked. And the Centerville actually fell right into the rankings this week after a win over Dubrick. So it's 4 versus 5, even better yet in football. Nice attack there by Liz Shearer to slam down another kill. Centerville up 9-3 early in set 1. Hazing gets to that one. Hogger Tatum on the attack. Schubeck on the attack for Centerville. But outside, but that's going to run long and out. Point Tornadoes. That will bring Sage Martz to serve. Sage is a freshman. Good outside pass to Emery Schubeck. Quick note, for all the Centerville girls on the court, only one of those players didn't have a parent graduate from Centerville, either mom or dad. So we're getting a lot of alumni back in the city, and we're appreciative to all the support they give to the Centerville Tornadoes. Pretty neat to see all of the children of a lot of the parents I know growing up. So there's our first timeout by Viborg-Hurley. We will take a timeout as well. Be back in 30 seconds.
To empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
Your equipment is working overtime in the summer heat, but can your parts keep up? At Grossenberg, we're rolling out our August filter sale so you can stock up and keep your machines running smooth. Now, through the end of the month, save 16% on John Deere and Fleet Guard filters to help your machines finish the season strong. Partner up with us and stop by your nearest location or visit Grossenberg.com to take advantage of this deal while it lasts.
All right, back to live action here in Centerville. Again, I apologize if there is some extra noise coming through. I'm searching and I'm not seeing anything, but that doesn't mean I am correct. So Centerville will continue to serve with Sage Martz. Serve is handled by the Cougars. Play on, Tatum with a nice hit. Actually, that was Peyton. Sorry. I'm not sure these numbers are right. I hope they are, but. Tipped over by Liz. Cougars on the attack here. Nice hard hit from the middle, dug up by Sage. Schubeck on the attack. Oh, little miss hit. Swing and a miss. Side out to the Cougars. So timeout pays off. Rattled the serving of Sage and got the side out back to the Cougars. That is Addison Seiler serving. Shearer with a good hard hit. Dug up in the back row. Partially blocked. Centerville stays with it. There we go. Continue play on. tight, tipped over. That was Bria Austin on the attack. That goes out. Sub for the Cougars before we play on. 2 is Piper Johnson in for number 11, Raina Miller, according to the roster I have. Partially blocked, but goes down and gets through the block and down, so the Cougars on a little run of their own here. Tightened it back up, 11-6. Centerville needs a side out. Good pass here, outside set. Lydia on the attack, dug up. Clarice pops that one up. Liz is going to just have to free pass it over. Another middle attack, so they keep set in the middle. And that's number 4, Peyton Wordle. And she's been on the attack and scored quite a few here for the Cougars. Seiler to continue serving. And that's going to be an ace for her. So Addison's been serving during this time. See how much longer Coach Hybertson goes without a timeout here. This changed quickly. Okay, good volley going here. Free pass over. Centerville's ready. Nobody wants to attack right now. We're just kind of hitting over and seeing who's going to make them a first mistake, and there it is. Side out Centerville. So 12 for 1. So that would be Bridget Benest for Addison Seiler. Serving Lydia Austin. Good run through, but it's going to go long. Nice effort by Sage, but that ball just wanted to sail. Needed to do what the Twins used to do in the Metrodome and turn the fans on high to keep that one in balance. So that'll bring number 3 to serve. I do not have a number 3 on the roster, so I apologize. I wish I could give her credit. Liz on the attack. Good hard hit. Cougars play it. And that'll be a side out Centerville. Emery Anderson back in, Liz Shearer out. That'll bring Clarice Kirk to serve. As always, the libero is only allowed to serve for one person, and she is serving for Liz. Good reaction by Centerville to pop that one up and over. Play on. Outside to Schubeck. She attacks and gets the kill. Now, right now, everyone on the court for Centerville has a parent that graduated from Centerville, so we do have that situation right now. Always great to recognize the alumni and all the work and effort they do as they come back to the community and show their pride and support for Centerville. That one goes into the net, stays Centerville serve. Clarice will continue. Short serve, handled by the Cougars. Free pass over, see if Centerville can get something. Anderson in the middle, good spot. That was touched, and it stayed in. Kill for Emery Anderson. So, little game of runs so far. Centerville had a nice run to start. Viborg-Hurley had their own, and now Centerville's back on a run. Oh, just clips the top and goes on the wrong side of the net. Side out Cougars. So that will bring number 4, Peyton Wordle, to serve. Good job on that short serve to handle it. Centerville has the chance to go on the attack here. Set up Schubeck. She just has to push it over. Viborg-Hurley with attack on the middle. That's been their bread and butter, is attack in the middle there. They're going to go outside this time. Good hit, but dug up by Centerville. Schubeck tries the back corner. Good spot for it, but Viborg-Hurley runs it down. And that one will sail out of bounds. Side out back to the Tornadoes. And that'll bring Emery Schubeck to serve. Good spot for that one, right in the corner. Nobody can get to that one. Wow, great serve. That's an ace. Oh, tangled feet there. Nobody gets to it. Stays on the side of Viborg-Hurley, so Centerville gets the side out. 19-10. Later into the first set. Again, best of 3. That one will sail out of bounds, side out Cougars. That will bring number 2, Piper Johnson, to serve. Nice serve by Piper, dug up by the Tornadoes though. Good hard hit by Sage, and she will get the kill out of it. That will bring Addison back in and Bridget out for the Cougars. Also will bring Raina Miller back in and Piper Johnson out for the Cougars. Serving for the Tornadoes is Lydia Austin. Oh, sorry, Bria. She fooled me. She had it in her left hand and then went to her right, so that was Bria Austin. My fault. That one sails out of bounds. Looks like the varsity team's making their way towards the locker room to start getting ready for their game, but we still have one more to go for sure here. Nice serve by Bria. That's an ace. So Centerville's taking control of this one now all of a sudden. They had a little hiccup in there. It got a little tighter than they wanted it, but they're pulling away now. Cougars tip it over, but Sage is there. Tips it right back. Good hard hit in the middle by Tatum. Centerville digs it up. Mart's on the attack, but it's blocked. Double block there, hard to get through. Nice job by the Cougars to get there to block that. That'll bring Bryn Hazing to serve. And that's an ace. So the Cougars aren't going to go away easily. They're going to claw back into this one. Try to claw back into this one, I should say. Hazing serves again. Centerville handles it this time. Sets up Sage, but that's going to go long. Hazing to serve again. Kirk pops it up. Right back to her on the attack, but goes into the net. Tried the back row attack, but it's hard when you pass it and then all of a sudden the ball's coming back to you again. So not much she could do with that one. So the Cougars back on a run here. And that will go down as an ace. See if Centerville can hold on a little bit here without having to use a timeout. And that one's blocked again. Yeah, it's hard to get over Tatum there in the middle, standing about 6 foot, I suppose. I don't know. There's no height listed on her, but she's a tall girl, and she's owning the net when she's in there. So Centerville needs to get to the rotation where they get her off the front row net. That one hit the antenna. I was waiting for the call, and it was the right call. The antenna was bouncing. And there it is. Centerville will take a timeout now. So as they take a timeout, we'll take a short one real quick. Be back.
Cork Ears individuals stay at home by offering caregiving, nursing, and medical alert systems in over 55 communities in South Dakota. Specializing in tasks like bathing, meal prep, and medication setups, our well-trained staff
At Knutson Masonry,
all right, we're ready for live action again here. Continuing with Bryn Hazing serving. I keep saying Bryn. It's Brooklyn Hazing. I apologize. Her mother's name is Bryn. Brooklyn's been serving. She gets the credit, not her mother. Good rally, or volley here going. Nice job on both teams attacking and trying to find an opening, but nothing for opening up yet. There, Tatum with a good hard hit, but Clarice there to hold on to it. Sage had to use the left hand. Tight to the net. They tip it over, but Centerville's there. Oh, good cross court. Finds the opening. It's a long volley there, but Cougars able to hold on. And after a nice lead there, Brooklyn has made this game really tight again. See what the Tornadoes can do on this free pass. Back row attack, and there it is. Clarice finds an opening, puts it in the right spot. Side out Tornadoes. So that'll bring Clarice off, Liz Shearer in, Emery Anderson to serve. And that's going to be side out back to the Cougars. So Clarice will come right back in. Emery will go out. And that will send Morgan back to serve. Playing the libero. Nice job by both teams again, not letting the ball hit the court. Back and forth battle here. It's been a really tight match all around all of a sudden. Like I said, it was a game of streaks. Centerville got up big. Viborg-Hurley came back. Then Centerville got big again. Viborg-Hurley came back. And now we're back to a 4-point game. Sage Martz with the serve to try to seal this one up. Set one. Best of three. So we'll be back for a second set. Good serve. Handled by the Cougars, though. Free pass over. Centerville has a set up. Out to Emery Schubeck. Cougars ready. They're on the attack this time. Good hard hit by Seiler. Tight to the net, able to get it over. Good hands by both teams there. And good job of body control to stay out of the net. Another good hard hit. Free pass over. Cougars on the attack here. Right to the middle where they've had a success. A little miss hit off the fingertips. That'll give set one to Centerville. So we'll take a short break here as the teams reset for set two. Centerville takes set one, 25.
They take pride in their work. They work hard to produce quality masonry as they continue to build their business brick by brick. They are honored to have been a part of numerous projects of all sizes. They do a wide variety of projects, both residential and commercial, across the tri-state region. They have done large projects such as schools and a range of residential, from house exteriors to mailboxes and fireplaces. Knutson Masonry is proud to have served so many satisfied customers and are proud supporters of the Tornadoes.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
When it comes to advertising, reaching the right market while giving back to the school is just plain right. If you're looking for an effective method that reaches a large fan base at once, then here's your ticket with Live Ticket TV. With over 90 schools in the state of South Dakota, we can help you advertise locally with just your home team or reach the region. Plus, a portion of all sales go directly back to the school. Get a hold of Heath Nimke today, and let's get started in building your brand with Live Ticket TV.
Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic opioid, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, one pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Honesty.
All right, both teams get set up for set 2, best of 3. If this one goes to Viborg-Hurley, we'll go set 3 to 15 is all. This one goes 25. Looks like the Cougars will have serve. If you were here earlier listening, C game. Centerville took 25-17, 25-14. Good start to our volleyball season there. JV hoping to pick up where they left off. Again, it is homecoming week. You see some jerseys over there in the crowd. That's the theme for today was jersey. Tomorrow is pink and animal print, so if you have a child at home that wanted to know what to dress up as, there you go. So, yes, I am right. Viborg-Hurley will serve here. It'll be Peyton Wordle to serve. Dug up by the Tornadoes. Emery Anderson, good hard hit, but that's saved by the Cougars. And nice one off the top of the net. Good hands by Emery Anderson to hit that one over. And they're going to call that 4 hits. Yes, 4 hits. So Centerville gets a point, side out. See if they can go on a little run here, start off on the right note. They start serving with Bria Austin. Cougars on the attack. Johnson with a hard hit, but dug up by the Tornadoes. Oh. Little miss hit there, side out back to the Cougars. And that will bring, sorry, this is Peyton Wordle serving now. Number 3 served last. I do not have a name for number 3. I apologize. Set up to the back row. Kirk on the attack. Good job, but saved by the Cougars. Good hard hit, both teams, but see if Centerville can do something with it. They'll go back row, free pass over. Nice little volley going here. Neither team finding an opening or giving up an opening. There's a good hard hit by Anderson, and that's going to be a kill for her. Ends up in the front row. Side out back to Centerville. And that will bring Emery Anderson to serve. Liz Shear will go in the front row. Clears Kirk, gets a little break. Longer break as long as Emery Anderson serves. She gets the break. Good serve, handled by the Cougars though. Free pass over. Centerville on the attack. Sage Martz tips it. And it works. Little misjudgment there or a miscommunication. I don't know which one it was. So Anderson to serve again. Great serve, handled by Piper Johnson. Tipped over. Outside to Martz. On the attack in the middle, that's Tatum. Sage tips it and finds an opening. Another kill for her. Even though it's a soft-driven ball, it found from the front row, found an area of dead space. So they give her the kill for that. Cross court, and that's going to hit the line. Yeah, that was a great spot for it, and there's nothing the Cougars could do about it. Had a little tail spin to it, so it kind of took his way away from us. Try a little floater this time. Cougars are ready. Tipped it over. Outside, or middle to Liz Shearer. Dug up by the Cougars. That one's going to be tipped over. Set up outside to Sage. She finds cross court in the middle again, so she's on a roll. That's 3 kills for her. And Emery Anderson continues to serve, so Clarice likes it. She gets a little longer break when this happens. Great serve, dug up this time by Johnson. And there's a miss hit, side out back to the Cougars. That brings Clarice back in. Emery Anderson takes a break. Piper Johnson back to serve for the Cougars. Free pass over, and it finds a dead area. That'll be a side out back to the Centerville. 7-2, set 2. Tornadoes won set 1, 25-20. So that'll bring in for the Cougars. Reyna comes in, and Piper goes out. Serving is Sage Martz, and she will start with an ace. First action for both teams. They've been playing each other for a while, and now it's nice to see a different person on the other side of the court. You beat up on each other for a couple weeks before you can play this game, and now you can start seeing how you fit in. Great plays there by the Cougars to get that one over. Good quick hands, and they get the side out of it. And that'll bring Brooklyn Hazing to serve. She's done a nice job of serving tonight. Centerville needs a quick side out. Nice hard hit on the outside, but Centerville keeps it going. Schubeck just sends a high floater to the back row to reset their defense. Viborg just tips it over, but almost finds an opening. And Centerville finds an opening. Schubeck on the attack. Side out, so that was a quick side out that Centerville needed. And it looks like Lydia will go back to serve for the Tornadoes. And that's an ace to start. Good spot, no man's land there. Nobody in the front row's tight and the back row's deep. There's a spot right there. Now they scoot it up, see if she goes to try to go over her head now. That's what she tried for, it didn't get there, but that one's off the top of the net, but Centerville's there to cover it. Nice job by Bria just popping that one over. Otherwise, it was going to go down on the. So the point goes to Centerville instead of the Cougars. Timeout, Cougars. Oh, yeah. Looked like same signal. So a timeout, Cougars will take.
Try to be honest about everything, and if there's a problem, we try to fix it. We've kept the family name going for 75 years. I think that's something to be very proud of. I'm Mike Weeman from Weeman Land and Auction out of Marion, South Dakota. And my middle name is Earl. I'm named after my grandfather. And being an auctioneer isn't all about how fast you are or how good your chant is. It's how the people appreciate your name and accept your name. He told me that once. So that's a one that I hold pretty close. He'd be proud, I think.
All right, back live at the Centerville Tornadoes Gymnasium here. We're in set 2. Centerville's got up 11-3 here. Hope to continue the run here. Lydia serving. Lydia Austin. Brooklyn Hazing pops it outside, and that's a kill for number 3. As I've said, I unfortunately do not have a name for number 3 on the roster. I tried to get the attention of a fan down below me, but they were chatting, and I didn't want to disrupt them. That will bring Tatum Hogger back to serve. Schubeck on the attack, and that's going to go down as a kill. Side out, back to Centerville. Liz out, Emery in, Clarice to serve. As I said earlier, stay tuned. Immediately following this matchup, we will announce the royalty and give them the recognition they deserve for the week. And then the king and queen as well. A little late try for a substitution. It's too late. She called for service. Addison Seiler serving. That's a good serve. Nice hard hit by Emery Anderson. And good hard hit by the Cougars. Kirk with a back row attack, but Cougars are there. Free pass over, see if Centerville can use it. Good hard hit by Emery Anderson. That's going to be a kill. Now we can get the substitution for the Cougars. We're going to have 2 of them. So we start, number 11, Raina Miller out, number 2, Piper Johnson in, and then number 12, Bridget Benest in, and number 1, Addison Seiler will go out. Back to serve for the Tornadoes is Emery Schubeck. Good pass over, Centerville sends it right back over, tries to catch him out of rotation, but they were there. Clarice with the hard dig. Sage on the attack in the back row, shoots it to the back row, good job. Going to be a free pass over. Centerville's got to use it here. And Sage March on the attack. That stays in bounds. Good save by Brooklyn. Oh, a little hard backpedaling to get to that one. So stays Centerville. Schubeck to serve again. Good serve. Mishandled by the Cougars, stays Tornadoes. So as we said, if you weren't able to get here tonight, I thank you for joining us online. Hopefully you can come Thursday night when we take on the Menno Wolves. We'll start with junior high. We'll have their first matches of the week, or of the year, excuse me. They'll play starting at 4 o'clock, 8th, followed by 7th, then 6th. And we'll do JV and varsity that night against the Wolves. And then Friday, home football action for the first time this year. The junior high, there's Sage Martz with a kill there. Junior high starts at 4:30, varsity at 7. And there's another timeout for the
healthier
Cougars.
crops and stronger yields, count on Nutrien Ag Solutions. By partnering with the leader in plant nutrition, you'll have access to innovative products and unmatched service that deliver impact and efficiency to every acre. Healthier crops, happier growers. Lead the field this season and beyond. Find your local crop consultant at nutrienagsolutions.com.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000.
All right, we're back after the timeout by the Cougars. That's their second. They're out of timeouts for this set. Schubeck to serve for the Tornadoes again, up 17-5, one set one, 25-20. So Ice the server works out here. Cougars get the side out. Now bring number 3 to serve. That's going to be a miss hit. Side out back to the Tornadoes. Served by Bria Austin. Handled by the Cougars, tipped over. Tight to the net. Emery Anderson wins that battle. Missed a point in there, sorry, catching up here. Hopefully everything's working well on your end. You're seeing it and hearing it. If there are any problems, shoot me a text. This is Doug Edberg. You will get me for most of the volleyball games this year, but you'll get the voice Joe Van Gore for all the football action and probably the basketball action when that starts too. But you're stuck with me until volleyball's over. Good hard hit in the corner. Another kill for the Tornadoes. And that goes to Emery Anderson, her 6th. She's got a lot of good swings on the ball tonight, serving as well. So Bria continues to serve, tries the short one. Sage is there, hits it right back at a host of Cougars, and they panic and hit it out of bounds. So 21-6. Looks like Centerville is going to ride it out. I thought maybe there was a sub there for a minute, but they are not subbing. 21-6, set 2. Service handled by the Cougars. Anderson in the middle again. Good hard hit. She gets another one. So, first set was back and forth. This one's kind of been dominated by Centerville. They kind of just decided they were done playing around, got the rhythm. Addison Seidler comes back in to play in the back row. Bria will serve again. That one's handled by Brooklyn. Kind of double hit there because they were not talking. It wasn't a wrong hit, but there we go again. A lot of problems there right now tonight with the Cougars, and that happens early in the season. A lot of girls that haven't played on the same team. Sometimes you got a freshman playing with a sophomore, and they were 8th and freshman last year, not even on the same practices. So it takes a little bit going. They played great in that first one. Maybe they're just running out of a little gas, or Centerville's finally found their rhythm. I don't know which it is, but the Tornado fans are liking it. There's a lot of good pieces here for the Cougars, though. They will have a great season, I'm sure of it. Just takes a little time. There's a point for the Cougars, side out. That will bring number 4, Peyton Wordle, to serve. 23-7. Big hill to climb here. So at this point, you just want to save a little face and get some points and get some learning out of it. You don't want to just give up here. So good tip by the Cougars. Again, great body control, not going into that net. That's Tatum Hogger. Emery Anderson. Oh, that intimidation factor sometimes gets you out of the corner of the eye. That's long arms and tall girl there. You try to switch up your hit there at the last second because you don't want to hit into that arms, and sometimes you miss hit. So Wordle will serve again. This time Schubeck passes it up. Outside to Martz. That's off the tip. That's a great save by Wordle. Anderson on the attack. She gets it over the hands of Hogger, and that'll be a point for the Tornadoes. That's 8 kills for Anderson in this JV matchup. That's great. She will go back serve, try to finish this off. Liz Shearer in the front row, Clarice Kirk in the back row. Again, we will announce royalty here shortly after some handshakes and so forth, so we'll stay live. I can't move the camera around. It is a huddle focus camera, so it does move on its own. It's robotic. You will see the backs of them anyway. They'll face Centerville. But we want to recognize those people that are homecoming royalty and king and queen. So Cougars aren't going down without a fight. They find a back row corner spot. Good spot by Martz, but that's dug up by the libero. And that's how this one will end. So Centerville's going to win 25-9, set 2. Like I said, we'll stick around here, and I'll have to set my headset down, so hopefully you can hear me.
Participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
In the market for a new irrigator? Automatic Irrigation in Centerville has you covered. Offering Zimatic irrigators to help you get water to the fields. They tackle all brands when it comes to repairs. Also repairing and selling soak-up grain bins to complete the automatic irrigation game for a touchdown. Go Tornadoes!
When life gets hard and our thoughts get too much to bear, finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
Looking for great food and a nice cold drink to wash it down? Head over to Tuffy's Bar and Grill, your neighborhood spot for mouth-watering burgers, wings, and daily specials. Catch happy hour every weekday from 4 to 6 p.m. with deals that'll hit the spot without hitting your wallet. We're open Thursday through Saturday 4 to 10, Sunday lunch from 11 to 2, and again Monday 4 to 10. Closed on Tuesday and Wednesday. Perfect for lunch, dinner, or a late night bite. Tuffy's in Centerville. Stop in and catch the game with us.
When the world feels big, a small note can mean everything. Find mental health support at sdbehavioralhealth.gov.
Central Farmers Cooperative, Fremar LLC, is an agriculture-based company that provides products, services, and market access in the areas of agronomy, feed, grain, and petroleum. Whether it is their agronomy team helping with production, the grain team assisting in developing a marketing plan, or many other services the Central Farmers Co-op and Fremar offer, they look forward to servicing and personalizing their patrons' farming operations. With locations across southeast South Dakota for your farming purposes, make it Central Farmers Co-op and Fremar.
At Knutson Masonry, they take pride in their work. They work hard to produce quality masonry as they continue to build their business brick by brick. They are honored to have been a part of numerous projects of all sizes. They do a wide variety of projects, both residential and commercial, across the tri-state region. They have done large projects such as schools and a range of residential, from house exteriors to mailboxes and fireplaces. Knutson Masonry is proud to have served so many satisfied customers and are proud supporters of the Tornadoes.
College is where ideas come to life, where you'll find your pack. And at Northern State University, you'll leave the pack. It's part of the Northern experience, right here in Aberdeen, South Dakota. This is where the next generation of leaders thrive. Through world-class facilities, hands-on experiences, and generous scholarship opportunities to impact every part of who you're meant to be. Don't just earn a degree, shape your future and experience Northern.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life. Contact your local Agraria Insurance Company agent.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Mr. G's Tires in Centerville wants you to know that your bald tires aren't going to get you to the Tornadoes game tonight. Checking your tires is a must if you want to get to the game. Mr. G's Tires in Centerville makes choosing your brand of tires as easy as 1, 2, 3, getting you on the road safe and in no time at all. With competitive prices and dependable service, you're sure to score with Mr. G's Tires in Centerville.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system we create. Every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
Your equipment is working overtime in the summer heat, but can your parts keep up? At Grossenberg, we're rolling out our August filter sale so you can stock up and keep your machines running smooth. Now, through the end of the month, save 16% on John Deere and Fleet Guard filters to help your machines finish the season strong. Partner up with us and stop by your nearest location or visit grossenberg.com to take advantage of this deal while it lasts.
Core Cares helps individuals stay at home by offering caregiving, nursing, and medical alert systems in over 55 communities in South Dakota. Specializing in tasks like bathing, meal prep, and medication setups, our well-trained staff delivers exceptional care. We invest in our team through customized training and comprehensive benefits. To learn more about job opportunities or services, visit our website at corecares.com. Core Cares, proudly serving our community.
At Knutson Masonry, they take pride in their work. They work hard to produce quality masonry as they continue to build their business brick by brick. They are honored to have been a part of numerous projects of all sizes. They do a wide variety of projects, both residential and commercial, across the tri-state region. They have done large projects such as schools and a range of residential, from house exteriors to mailboxes and fireplaces. Knutson Masonry is proud to have served so many satisfied customers and are proud supporters of the Tornadoes.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs, there's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
When it comes to advertising, reaching the right market while giving back to the school is just plain right. If you're looking for an effective method that reaches a large fan base at once, then here's your ticket with Live Ticket TV. With over 90 schools in the state of South Dakota, we can help you advertise locally with just your home team or reach the region. Plus, a portion of all sales go directly back to the school. Get a hold of Heath Nimke today and let's get started in building your brand with Live Ticket TV.
Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic opioid, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, one pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Honesty. We try to be honest about everything, and if there's a problem, we try to fix it. We've kept the family name going for 75 years. I think that's something to be very proud of. I'm Mike Weeman from Weeman Land and Auction out of Marion, South Dakota. And my middle name is Earl. I'm named after my grandfather. And being an auctioneer isn't all about how fast you are or how good your chant is. It's how the people appreciate your name and accept your name. He told me that once. So that's a one that I hold pretty close. He'd be proud, I think.
For healthier crops and stronger yields, count on Nutrien Ag Solutions. By partnering with the leader in plant nutrition, you'll have access to innovative products and unmatched service that deliver impact and efficiency to every acre. Healthier crops, happier growers. Lead the field this season and beyond. Find your local crop consultant at nutrienagsolutions.com.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
In the market for a new irrigator? Automatic Irrigation in Centerville has you covered, offering Zimmatic irrigators to help you get water to the fields. They tackle all brands when it comes to repairs. Also repairing and selling soak-up grain bins to complete the automatic irrigation game for a touchdown. Go Tornadoes!
When life gets hard and our thoughts get too much to bear, finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
Looking for great food and a nice cold drink to wash it down? Head over to Tuffy's Bar and Grill, your neighborhood spot for mouth-watering burgers, wings, and daily specials. Catch happy hour every weekday from 4 to 6 p.m. with deals that'll hit the spot without hitting your wallet. We're open Thursday through Saturday 4 to 10, Sunday lunch from 11 to 2, and again Monday 4 to 10. Closed on Tuesday and Wednesday. Perfect for lunch, dinner, or a late night bite. Tuffy's in Centerville. Stop in and catch the game with us.
When the world feels big, a small note can mean everything. Find mental health support at sdbehavioralhealth.gov.
Central Farmers Cooperative, Fremar LLC, is an agriculture-based company that provides products, services, and market access in the areas of agronomy, feed, grain, and petroleum. Whether it is their agronomy team helping with production, the grain team assisting in developing a marketing plan, or many other services the Central Farmers Co-op and Fremar offer, they look forward to servicing and personalizing their patrons' farming operations. With locations across southeast South Dakota for your farming purposes, make it Central Farmers Co-op and Fremar.
At Knutson Masonry, they take pride in their work. They work hard to produce quality masonry as they continue to build their business brick by brick. They are honored to have been a part of numerous projects of all sizes. They do a wide variety of projects, both residential and commercial, across the tri-state region. They have done large projects such as schools and a range of residential, from house exteriors to mailboxes and fireplaces. Knutson Masonry is proud to have served so many satisfied customers and are proud supporters of the Tornadoes.
College is where ideas come to life, where you'll find your pack. And at Northern State University, you'll leave the pack. It's part of the Northern experience, right here in Aberdeen, South Dakota. This is where the next generation of leaders thrive. Through world-class facilities, hands-on experiences, and generous scholarship opportunities to impact every part of who you're meant to be. Don't just earn a degree, shape your future and experience Northern.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life. Contact your local Agraria Insurance Company agent.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Mr. G's Tires in Centerville wants you to know that your bald tires aren't going to get you to the Tornadoes game tonight. Checking your tires is a must if you want to get to the game. Mr. G's Tires in Centerville makes choosing your brand of tires as easy as 1, 2, 3, getting you on the road safe and in no time at all. With competitive prices and dependable service, you're sure to score with Mr. G's Tires in Centerville.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
Your equipment is working overtime in the summer heat, but can your parts keep up? At Grossenberg, we're rolling out our August filter sale so you can stock up and keep your machines running smooth. Now, through the end of the month, save 16% on John Deere and Fleet Guard filters to help your machines finish the season strong. Partner up with us and stop by your nearest location or visit grossenberg.com to take advantage of this deal while it lasts.
Core Cares helps individuals stay at home by offering caregiving, nursing, and medical alert systems in over 55 communities in South Dakota. Specializing in tasks like bathing, meal prep, and medication setups, our well-trained staff delivers exceptional care. We invest in our team through customized training and comprehensive benefits. To learn more about job opportunities or services, visit our website at corecares.com. Core Cares, proudly serving our community.
And a 5'7" senior libero captain, Queen Tessa Heidi.
All right, hopefully you could catch most of that on my mic as I was on the PA and caught all the starting lineups. We'll try to get through it if we can. Just a little adjustment on a couple of the antennas got beat up during the warm-ups, so they're fixing those real quick. Great job by our line judges, Nikki Heinrich and Courtney Blakey, spotting that out. Our officials, up judge Lisa Woodward, Hurley graduate, and her partner is Amy Long on the floor doing the subbing and rotation lineup checks. So to start right away, Tessa Eide came in for Izzy Eide, Ella Reuter and Madison Carson in the back row, Lily Shearer, Ashlyn Hagena, and Haley Childress in the front row. For the Cougars, number 2, that is Isabel Vogue. She came in for number 21, Thea Sorleen, and her back row partners are Presley Skunoff and Lexi Wettering. Your front row are Brooklyn Kessler, Ava Martz, and Olivia Hansen. Serving it off is number 16, that's Lexi Wettering. Great serve to start. Here we go. First action, Varsity Volleyball in Centerville, and I think both teams, this is their first action. Great hit there by Ava Martz. Lily Shearer tries to tip it over. Viborg-Hurley is ready. Back row attack. Tessa Eide puts a hand on it. That's going to be a point for the Cougars. So large crowd here tonight. You can see our student section's full. Viborg-Hurley student section is pretty full over here too. Wettering will serve again, Lexi. As I get names figured out, I'll be a little better at this. Lily Shearer, hard to hit, but that's going to sail way out of bounds. She got a little adrenaline going first game. Get a little more jacked up. Hit some things times a little harder than you want. Wettering on a roll here. She will serve again. That one will sail out of bounds. Good job by the Tornadoes following it all the way to the end line. Side out Centerville. We got a sub. Mackenzie will come in for Madison Carsonson. Haley Childress goes back to serve. Haley, part of our royalty. She was announced just a bit ago, and what a block by Shearer and Hagena right there in the front row. Hansen tried to tip it over him, but they were both ready for that one. Nice serve by Childress for an ace. So both teams kind of settling in here, which we knew would happen. Like I said earlier in the JV game, we've been beating up on each other for a couple weeks now. This is their first chance to see another team in a long time. You know, we're already at August 26th, so they haven't seen any competition. The last time they could see another opponent was July 31st, and I don't think we were there for that. Ashlyn Hagena tips it over. Cougars in there. Ava Martz with a good hard swing, but just not able to get over the net. So it's great to see the crowd out there. Tornadoes have the homecoming week, so we got jerseys going. I can't see any special attire for the Cougars, so it's just a first game for them. They're not ready for all this craziness like we are. We jump right into homecoming second weekend. We're not even a full week into school, so we're ready to rock here in Centerville. Childress on a roll here. Good job by Skunoff passing that one up. Martz tips it over. Dug up by Reuter. Oh, little miscommunication there. Centerville got to let the back row player take that one. Your back's to the net. You can't see much, so you let them push it over. Sorleen back in. Vogue will take a seat as Sorleen plays the front row. That's Thea Sorleen. She is a senior. Serving Olivia Hansen Jr. Great serve. Luckily missed. Swing and a miss sometimes works out. In that case, it did because it sailed too long. Now Hansen comes out, and Isabella Vogue goes back in. She's playing the back row for those two front row players. And she's serving for Thea's position, it looks like. Tessa will go serve for Ashlyn. Ashlyn takes a seat, and that allows Izzy to come back in. We have a sub over here for the Cougars. So Ava Martz will go out, and Haley Vogue will come in to serve for her. Haley is a senior. Oh, that one dropped hard on Ella, but she's able to get a hand on it. Izzy hits it over. That goes over in the wrong area, just not where they wanted it. Good hustle by the Cougars, but they were unable to save it. So back over to Centerville, and this will be Lily Shearer to serve. That one's passed up to Skunoff. She just passed it over. Haley is going to set up Izzy. Izzy, good hard hit. Cougars are there. That's Brooklyn Kessler. A good hard hit by Skunoff, and that gets in between the block of the Tornadoes and down. Side out back to the Cougars. So Kessler, that's Brooklyn Kessler, senior. She will go back to serve for the Cougars. Shearer pass it, Lily, pass it to Haley. Over to McKenzie, she tips it over. Cougars on the attack here. Skunoff, good hard hit. Tessa's there though. Outside to Ella on the attack. And she finds the line and gets it. Side out back to Centerville, back and forth, just what we thought, you know. Two towns 12 miles away, if that even. Depends on which route you take, I guess. But you're going to have a rivalry here. These kids know each other better, even better than when we were in high school, because they got social media and all this other fancy stuff to get to know each other. Good serve there. That was McKenzie serving. A good hard hit there. And they'll give the kill to number 10, so that's Izzy Eide. Another serve by McKenzie. That's going to be an ace. So hopefully Centerville can get on a little roll here. As I said in the first game, much like JV, everybody on the court has some ties to Centerville in some way, shape, or form right now. Most of them have a parent that graduated from Centerville or a grandparent in some cases. So it's great to see all the people come back to Centerville and help us rebuild all these programs in this great community. Nice volley here by both teams. Outside set to Skunoff. Hits it hard, but that's going to sail long. No touch. And even looking at the Viborg-Hurley crew, we have some Centerville connections there as well. But good hard serve by Kenzie. She's got a little roll going. Another ace for her. 12-5 Tornadoes, set one. Best of 5 is what we play in the varsity level. First 4 to 25. If we go 5, the fifth goes to 15. Another great serve dug up by Kessler. Set up Sorleen. Good hard hit. Centerville has a chance here for a back row. Tessa Eide off the tape. Izzy Eide's waiting for it. Oh, good job by, I don't know who that was that got the block by the, oh, it was Wettering. But unable to get the point out of it. Centerville stays on the attack to keep the side out, or keep the serve. Great volleys back and forth. The game's a lot closer than the score. Viborg-Hurley's had some great plays. They just aren't getting the bounce their way, and in volleyball, it'll happen eventually. Great hard corner hit. Yep, that one hit the line. There's what they were looking for. Nice job by Skunoff to find that back corner. Nobody home. Madison comes back in. Kenzie goes out, sister for sister. And that'll bring Isabella Vogue up to serve. She's a senior for the Cougars, number 2. Oh, that is the perfect serve right there. Not anything anyone can do with that one. If she could replicate that all night, nobody's touching it. Nice serve off the tape. This time the Tornadoes able to play it. Ella Reuter on the cross-court attack. Cougars are home. Hanson from the back row there tries to attack. Great up there by one of the twins there. That was Haley Vogue. Now it's Isabella. Skunoff with a good hard hit. Centerville's there for it. Going to try Ella Reuter this time off the hit. Partially blocked. Set outside to Skunoff again, but there's that miss hit. So a lot of good back and forth there by both teams. Good job attacking. Wasn't a lot of soft things happening. That'll bring Izzy Eide to serve. Tessa Eide gets a break here, hopefully a longer one. The longer Tessa serves, the longer Izzy serves, the longer Tessa has to break. Good job running that down by Haley. Now that's going to be a great spot by Ashlyn Hagen of finding that deep corner. Cougars weren't there, couldn't back up and get to it. Izzy Eide to serve again. Missed set there. Again, Viborg-Hurley just settling in. A new head coach again this year. So sometimes getting to know her players and where they play best it takes some time. Great save by Izzy Eide to keep this going. Nice job, Haley, to keep it over. Olivia Hansen tries to tip it over with the left hand, but doesn't make it. Good effort by both teams here. Right now, Centerville just getting the 50-50 balls, we call them. That go either way, but that's where hustle pays off. Izzy serves again. Great serve. That's an ace. And there's our timeout from the Viborg-Hurley Cougars. I'll take one.
At Knutson Masonry, they take pride in their work. They work hard to produce quality masonry as they continue to build their business brick by brick. They are honored to have been a part of numerous projects of all sizes. They do a wide variety of projects, both residential and commercial, across the tri-state region. They have done large projects such as schools and a range of residential, from house exteriors to mailboxes and fireplaces. Knutson Masonry is proud to have served so many satisfied customers and are proud supporters of the Tornadoes.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs, there's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
When it comes to advertising,
all right, back to live action. Izzy Eide serving again. Timeout for the Cougars there, trying to stop this little run by the Tornadoes. Good hard hit by Hansen. Good job by Shearer to pop that one up. Hagen will just pass it back to the back row. Reset. Outside to Skunoff. Good hard hit, but that's going to sail out of bounds. So that does not break Izzy's serve. She gets to go on. There's the break. Yeah, that was a long serving job by Izzy. Tessa got a good break. She gets to sit down. Now side out to the Cougars. Ava Martz back in. That'll take Haley Vogue out. And it looks like Presley Skunoff will serve. Good serve. Dug up by Tessa. Outside to Ella for the attack. That's blocked. Good dig by Isabella. Ava on the attack. Dug up by Shearer. Little tip, but that's going to be tight. Haley does her best, but can't handle that tight one there, especially with the middle there, Olivia waiting. That'll bring Presley back to serve again. Madison passes to Haley, outside to Ella. That one's going to be into the net. Again, that double block on the outside, kind of intimidating there, so try to mess up with your hit, and it works most of the time. Try to hit over it or around it. Skunoff to serve again. That one's going to sail long. Good job by Maddie tracking that to the line. Ella will serve for the Tornado side out. So 2010, Centerville's racing to 25. Nice serve by Reuter. Set up to Ava. That's hard to handle. Nice job. Yeah, that hit the antenna. Antenna, anytime it hits it or goes over it, is out of bounds. It's an imaginary line all the way to the ceiling. Ella to serve again. Passed up by Isabella. Olivia on the attack. Dug up by Madison, but a little miscommunication. You try to let the setter get to that one. She didn't call for help, so it was hard to say. Just kind of died on her quickly. Fixing the net after the time it hit it there, so just a little quick save. Again, thank you to Courtney and Nikki for line judging, and of course Lisa and Amy for being our referees. So that's Wettering serving now. Nice hard hit, but it's blocked. Good job by Cougars. Ava pops it over. Ella's there, though. A little communication there. We got that time. Ashley with a tip. Finds no man's land for the point. Sometimes those soft tips are just as dangerous as a hard hit. You can find the right spot in the what they call a campfire in volleyball. When there's 5 people circled around each other and the ball lands in between, they call that the campfire. So that brings Haley Childress back there to serve. She's hoping to finish this one off. Lily Shearer, good hard hit, partially blocked, but down. No coverage by the Cougars there. Nice job on the block, but it came straight down behind him. So Haley to serve again, 23-11. Olivia Hansen, hard hit. That is touched. Partially blocked by the Tornadoes. Side out Cougars. That's what you hope for when you hammer it like that, is somebody tries to block it and gets a little piece of it, which they did. So Olivia will go back to serve now. Good hard serve, but didn't make it over the net. That would have been dangerous. Hegena out. Izzy Eide comes in, so that means Tessa Eide to serve. 24-12. I missed a point somewhere. I gave it to the wrong team. Should be 24-12. Chance for Centerville to close out set 1 here in a moment. And that's going to be set 1 to the Tornadoes. We'll be back after a short break. Set
Right market, while giving back to the school, is just plain right. If you're looking for an effective method that reaches a large fan base at once, then here's your ticket with Live Ticket TV. With over 90 schools in the state of South Dakota, we can help you advertise locally with just your home team or reach the region. Plus, a portion of all sales go directly back to the school. Get a hold of Heath Nimke today, and let's get started in building your brand with Live Ticket TV.
Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic opioid, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, one pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Honesty. We try to be honest about everything, and if there's a problem, we try to fix it. We've kept the family name going for 75 years. I think that's something to be very proud of. I'm Mike Weeman from Weeman Land and Auction out of Marion, South Dakota. And my middle name is Earl. I'm named after my grandfather. And being an auctioneer isn't all about how fast you are or how good your chant is. It's how the people appreciate your name and accept your name. He told me that once. So that's one that I hold pretty close. He'd be proud, I think.
For healthier crops and stronger yields, count on Nutrien Ag Solutions. By partnering with the leader in plant nutrition, you'll have access to innovative products and unmatched service that deliver impact and efficiency to every acre. Healthier crops, happier growers. Lead the field this season and beyond. Find your local crop consultant at nutrienagsolutions.com.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
All right, all set up for set two. Centerville won first set 25-12. They will serve to start this set. Looks like both teams coming out with the same lineups they started the game with, so no need to go over that again. Haley Childress will serve for the Tornadoes to start off. Nice serve dug up by Isabella. Olivia pushes it the back row. Tess is there, sets up Hegena. Ashton with good hard hit. Oh, try to swing over, but just doesn't get there. So Tornadoes score first here. Good serve again, cross court. Ella Reuter's there though. And that'll be another point for the Tornadoes. That goes to number 11 is Lily Shearer with the kill. Another good serve here. Side out to the Cougars though. That will bring Wetterling to serve. Point to the Cougars. Sorry, trying to update some scores on our websites. Wettering to serve again. Heidi pops it up. Kenzie able to run it down. Lily pops it over. Brooklyn passes it over. Tornadoes try to set up Lily Shearer. She tips it. Cougars are all there. Ava passes it to Olivia. Pushes the back row. Centerville's going to set up backside to Kenzie, but that's going in the net. Cougars with a lead. Good job by Tessa. Haley digs it out. Ashland hits it over. Play on. Good try by the Cougars. They're going to say 4 hits. All tied at 3. And that's going to go in the net. Side out back to the Cougars. Olivia Hansen to serve. Good hard serve, dug up by Izzy Eide. Ran down by Kenzie. Izzy on the hard hit. Good job by Olivia digging that one up. Outside to Brooklyn Kessler. She bumps it over outside. Izzy on the attack. And nobody there. Side out back to Centerville. So we're going to start this one out a little back and forth action until somebody can settle in, it looks like. Thanks for joining us. Homecoming week already in Centerville. See all the jerseys over there for the dress-up theme today. You want to partake tomorrow? We're back to pink or animal print, I believe. The list can be found on the Facebook page or our website. Again, back here Thursday night, the Wolves come to town. We start with junior high at 4, A 7, 6. Then we go JV varsity. A long night of volleyball again. And then Friday night, home football. We start the season off. Homecoming game at home, and we take on the number 4 ranked Alcester Hudson Cubs against the number 5 ranked Centerville Tornadoes. So big matchup early this season. It will. Trying to see what the officials they want a lineup check, so they're going through it, make sure everybody's in the right spot they need to be. So 4 versus 5, what a great way to start the football season off at home, and a lot of playoff implications will fall in that game. All right, lineup check is over. They got it figured out. Again, new coach, getting to know her players, and sometimes they're getting to know her system that she likes to use. So a little of these hiccups do happen quite often early in the season for any team, even a veteran team with the coach they've had for a long time. So great job of the officials being patient early in the year. If this were region volleyball, they wouldn't have taken the time to do that. But they know the learning process it takes, and they do a great job of educating our students. What do we got here? We got an injury, unfortunately. Oh, she's going down. It's Thea Sorleen trying to walk off. Must have landed wrong on her foot. They did give the point to Centerville. I'd hate to see that this early in the season. I don't know if the sub was made, but Violet Koltoff is coming in for Thea. It looks like it. And we got another sub. Looks like we're going to bring Haley Vogue in and Brooklyn Kessler out. Hopefully Thea's all right. Looks like they're going to get some ice for her ankle, but hate to see that this early in the season. Just a freak accident. Nobody really around her must have landed wrong. And once officials are ready, we'll go back to action. 6-5 Tornadoes. Kenzie Carstensen serving. Haley's going to set up Ella. Good hit, but Isabella's there. Outside to Presley with the kill. That side out will bring Madison back in. Kenzie out. That's second kill for Presley Skunoff. And that'll bring Ava March to serve for the Cougars. Good hard serve, dug up by Tessa. Ella's just going to have to pass it over. Not much else she could do. Hit the line. Yep, line in. Any part of the ball hits the line. That's the tough part. A lot of people think that the whole ball has to hit. No, any part of the ball hits the line. It's live. As long as it just touches it. Nice job by the eyes of the officials and the line judge. There it is again. Again, a lot of kids, they don't like that call, but any part of the line the ball can hit is in play. So another great serve by Izzy, dug up by Isabella. Setting up to Hagenut. She tips it. No, they're there though. Good job by Ava. And that's the back row attack by it's front row Violet. Miss hit. Stays Centerville. Izzy will serve again. That one, nice try, but that one will sail out of bounds. Couple good serves in a row. Izzy's feeling good about them. She's got three aces now. Mixes it up good, just back and forth, making the back row decide where to go. Nice job there by Isabella Vogue. Skunoff on the attack, not there though. So I see if Centerville can wear down the Cougars here and start to pull away. Nice pass up there. Tipped over by Skunoff, but Reuter's there. Back set by Hegena. Tight over here to Skunoff. She looks for an opening, but Madison's there. Ashland on the attack again, tries cross court, but Viborg is, the Cougars are home. Haley will try to set Ella. Ella on her left hand, but right into the block of Ava Martz. It's straight down, side out Cougars. Izzy comes out, Tessa back in. Cougars trying to decide who's serving. Let's see. Olivia Hansen back in. Koltoff comes out. That's just on the libero swap, so the libero will serve. That's Isabella Vogue. No need for a substitute. That's a quick one. Ashlyn Hagen, a good hard swing. That'll go down for a kill. That's her third kill on the night. Ella Reuter will go back to serve. Great serve, passed up by, that is Haley Vogue. Lily Shear, good hard hit, but Isabella denies her. Nice dig. Hagen on the hard hit. Isabella's there again, so definitely earning her white shirt tonight, playing the libero, defensive specialist. Lily at her again. She's there. She's living up to the challenge each time, so that's what you expect out of your libero. That one's off the top net. Viborg-Hurley's not going to go away this easy. Centerville's getting some swings on. That one's finally blocked out of bounds. Centerville keeps hitting it hard, and that's what you want to see early in the season. Out of your girls, hit it hard, see what happens. Eventually gets off the block and out of bounds. Ella Ruda serve again. That's great serve. Just in a spot where nobody can really get to it. Your back corner tried her hardest. That was Haley Vogue. So the two Vogue twins in the back row doing their part to try to keep the ball alive. Ella will serve again. All right, they're going to set. Oh, too tight. Haley's going to try for something rare. A setter getting a kill. Stays back to Centerville. Oh, Ella's still serving. Yep. There was no side out in there. I forgot. Serve handled by the Cougars. Good hard swing by Olivia Hansen. Hagen right back at him. Outside here to Skunoff. Tess is there. Ashland tries to tip it over, but they're there. Oh, going to call somebody in the net, I'm afraid. 2 hits. Yeah, it was an awkward way to try to spin it over. Her feet kind of got tangled. Let's see. Haley Vogue comes out and Brooklyn Kessler back in. Sorry, there's a weird noise coming in. It's just our student section. Tessa Eide will pass up Ava Martz's serve, tipped over by Lily. Olivia on the attack, dug up by Reuter, Ella. Outside to Lily again. There's the hard swing where nobody's at. So Lily's starting to warm up the swing, getting a little higher each time. Able to slam it straight down. Those are almost impossible to get to. So now we have Kenzie coming in for Maddie, and we'll send Haley back to serve for the Tornadoes. And that's a net serve, side out, back to the Cougars. And that is going to be Lexi serving. Tight to the net. Battle won by Olivia. Little spunk here and there from the Cougars. Wettering serve again. Dug up by Mackenzie. Shearer on the attack, but there's Vogue again, Isabella. And that's going to be a miss hit into the net. Side out back to Centerville. Tessa serving. Good hustle. Izzy on the attack, and that's going to be a kill for her. Another volley here going. Nice job by both teams. Lily Shearer wants to put an end to it, though. That's a kill for her again. She's definitely warmed up in this set. She's got 4 now. Remember, we best of 5. This is only set 2. We will have one more set for sure after this. Tessa to serve again. Dug up by Skunoff. That's Presley. Olivia with a hard hit, but that's going to sail long. Here earlier, you saw the C team win 25-17. There's a timeout by the Cougars. We'll just stay here for this time. Just want to recap the night so far. The C game, the Tornadoes won 25-17, 25-14, 2 sets to none. JV won 25-20, 25-11, 2 sets to none. Great start for the Tornado volleyball program this year. Now they're trying to cap it off with a varsity win. The Tornado football team was on the road last Friday night. Hopefully you were able to catch some of that either in person or in Dubrook. The final was 28-8. Great showing by both teams. Good hard battle in the first half, and Centerville pulled away with a couple key defensive plays. That sets up a key matchup this Friday night, folks. Number 4 versus 5, Alcester Hudson Centerville. If you can't be here, you're going to wish you were. It's going to be beautiful weather for a homecoming game. We will have it on live ticket TV. Your best chance is to go to the YouTube channel. It's something different this year. It's a little harder to find. They're trying to make it easier on one end, but it makes it harder for the user. But eventually all you'll have to always do is just go to Centerville Live on YouTube, and it will always be there. You just click on the link, and it'll eventually it won't have the right title sometimes just because there's so many games going on. You see, getting a little hotter in here. It's so cool outside. Our air conditioning's not running, so I just turned it down a little bit, so hopefully these girls will not get too hot. Side out by the Cougars there. Olivia Hansen will serve. Sub first. Thea Sorleen comes back in. And Violet Kolthoff, so she must have been all right, just tweaked the ankle a little bit, had to walk off. Great serve by Olivia Hansen. That's an ace. So Viborg's not going to go home or go away easily. They're making a little run now, back to 2012, chipping away at the lead. Nice serve again. Ella Reuter cannot handle it. Another ace, back-to-back ace. So out of the timeout, Viborg's waking up here. Olivia Hansen's trying to lead the charge with back-to-back aces. And there's the serve into the net. So that's the one thing about a great hard server. It's about a 60-40 split. 60% of the time, great serve. 40% of the time, it gets in the net. It just, when you swing that hard, it's hard to control the ball a little bit. So sometimes you see these girls that have the finesse swing actually be more consistent servers. But you love that hard server when it's in, that's for sure. Tornadoes go up 22-13. Lily Shearer back to serve. Nice serve. There's what I talk about, the little pop serve. Not good to get too many aces out of something like that, but it's consistently in. Nice cross-court hit. Viborg-Hurley with the kill. And they gave that to Thea Sorleen. So off the injury, she's back in, and hey, you love to see that, and she gets a kill out of it. So now we'll have Haley Vogue go back to serve. Lily passed it to Haley, outside to Kenzie. Good cross court, but Wettering's there. Lexi passes it back over. Haley sets up Ella. Good hard hit off the block. Thea pops it up. That's tight. Izzy wants it. There's Isabella. She does not let the ball get to the ground very easily. Great job. Back into Izzy. She's going to tip it this time, but Viborg-Hurley's there. Ava's great job saving that one. Going to pass it over to keep playing. Outside, pushed over by Reuter. There's Isabella again. She's playing her heart out. Great job defensively. That's going to go out of bounds. Oh, they called it in. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I thought it was out of bounds. The line judge said she couldn't see. There was somebody there. That happens, players moving. And it is going to be out of bounds. Side out, Cougars. Right call. Good job talking it out and getting it right. So Isabella to serve again. Sorry, that's Haley. Isabella's in white. The miss hit by Lily. Cougars right back in this one if Centerville doesn't do something. Haley to serve again. If nothing else, the Tornadoes have to put a shot down to this because it's going to get the Cougars a little confidence going into set 3. Centerville's got to put it away, make teams. There's a miss hit there, side out back to Centerville. So a chance to put it away. We'll send Kenzie Carstensen back to serve. Up 7, but it's not insurmountable. Nice serve. There's Isabella popping it up again. Scun off. Izzy Heidi taps it. Kenzie. She's going to be called for a back row attack, I think, anyway. You can't serve and then come and hit in the front row. Maddie comes in, Kenzie out. Ava March to serve for the Cougars. She's got a little task in front of her to pick up some points here. You don't have to get them all back, but be nice to get a few. Nice hard serve, dug up by the Tornadoes, tipped over. Chance for the Cougars. Ava from the back row and into the net. So chance for Centerville to close this second set up after winning the first. A little tighter this time. Cougars have played great. A lot more of the hustle balls they're getting to this time. Job by Haley this time. Outside to Hegena. Ashland with a hard hit, but dug up by the Cougars. Izzy pops it up. Haley's going to set up Ella. Ella hard hit. There's Isabella. Haley. And that's going to be too tight to the net. That's how set 2 is going to win. Centerville up 25-17. We'll take a break and be back for set.
In the market for a new irrigator? Automatic Irrigation in Centerville has you covered. Offering Zimatic irrigators to help you get water to the fields. They tackle all brands when it comes to repairs. Also repairing and selling soak-up grain bins to complete the automatic irrigation game for a touchdown. Go Tornadoes!
When life gets hard and our thoughts get too much to bear, finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
Looking for great food and a nice cold drink to wash it down? Head over to Tuffy's Bar and Grill, your neighborhood spot for mouth-watering burgers, wings, and daily specials. Catch happy hour every weekday from 4 to 6 p.m. with deals that'll hit the spot without hitting your wallet. We're open Thursday through Saturday 4 to 10, Sunday lunch from 11 to 2, and again Monday 4 to 10. Closed on Tuesday and Wednesday. Perfect for lunch, dinner, or a late night bite. Tuffy's in Centerville. Stop in and catch the game with us.
When the world feels big, a small note can mean everything. Find mental health support at sdbehavioralhealth.gov.
All right, here we go. Lined up for set 3. Cougars will serve first. Lexi Wettering will serve to start the set. Tornadoes up 2-0, trying to put this one away. A long week with all the homecoming activities. Coronation last night. Volleyball tonight. Tomorrow, a little easier night. It was a half church night. We'll be going that way, but let's see, we got a little service change here for the Tornadoes. We got number 3 is Bria Austin to serve for Haley. And looks like Kenzie came in for Madison. We're set for things to go. All right, Tornadoes get the side out, so they get the first point. Ready to rock. So it looks like Bria's going to play setter for the time being. Give Haley a little break. Not sure if she just giving her a break or just giving Bria a little chance for some time working with this group because she sets for the JV as well. Olivia Hansen just going to pass it over. I'm not sure if that would have been in, but she's right there again. Quick pass back over by Lily, but Olivia's there to hit it right back at her. Looks like Haley's back in. Bria goes out. Must just wanted her to serve a little bit. So Olivia Hansen back to serve for the Cougars. Great serve, another ace. Like I said, when she gets it down, there's not many people going to touch it. That's her third ace on the night. That's a season for some people. Takes a little bit off that one. Tessa pops it up, sets up Lily. Cougars on the attack this time. Outside to Ava. Ella to Haley to Ashlyn. That one is not touched, so 4 hits. Side out back to the Cougars. Or excuse me, Olivia continues to serve. Good hard serve. Kenzie's there for it. No communication there. A little out of sync right now for Centerville. I got a little lackadaisious here or just getting tired. I'm not sure, but they got to dig in here and get a side out. And there was that errant serve. Like I said, great hard server, but that's going to happen eventually. Izzy in. Tessa serves. Ashlyn out. That one's in. Ace for Tessa. It's a hard one to anybody to handle. It just hit the back line exactly where no one was. Cougars will back up a little bit and hope to be able to get to that one this time. Cross court again. Kessler pops it up. Thea hits it over. Haley sets up Lily. Good hard hit. Dug up by Skunoff, but that's going to hit the antenna out of bounds. Kill for Lily, and we'll have to fix another antenna. So good hard hits, nailing those antennas, but slowing up the game because we have to fix them. All right, Betty back to Lily. Tessa back to serve. Little delay there, so she has a little net serve. 5-5 back to the Cougars. And Brooklyn Kessler out. Haley Vogue in. Forward here for the Royalty, we had our Royal Court was Alec Verdoff, Coulter Johnson, Colin Pollard, Madison Carstensen, Haley Childress, and Harper Wadier. Our queen this year is Tessa Eide, and our king is Alec Austin. Izzy Eide, good hard hit, but into the net. So this is where, you got to persevere that third set. You're trying to kind of get tired out, and the other team gets a little bit of momentum, and things turn quickly on you. So got to keep the hammer on them. Ava Martz, nice, good hard cross court, but Tess is there. Haley sets up Izzy, left-handed hit, but not able to get it down. That's tight to the net. Izzy tries the back row. Isabella there again. Skunoff passes it over Presley. Izzy hard hit again, but now it's Haley popping it up. Presley hits it out. So good hard volleys back and forth there. Centerville gets the point. Lily Shearer will go back to serve. Good hard hit by Ava. Dug up by the Tornadoes. Cross court by Haley. I think that's Kenzie. See, Tessa passes it to Haley. Outside to Ella. Hard hit off the block and straight down. Kill for Ella. Lily will serve again. Good corner spot. Nobody going to get to that one. Eight-6 Tornadoes set 3. They've won the first 2. Trying to put this one away. Outside to Ava. Good hard hit. Blocked by Izzy, though. Izzy pushes the back row. Too hard, though. Side out back to the Cougars. Ava Martz to serve. Good pop up by Lily. Haley runs it down. Kenzie from the back row gets it over. Over here to Haley Vogue. Pass it over. Lily Shearer from the back row. Can't get the corner. Good spot to try for, but it just wasn't there. Back at 8s. So great job by the Cougars battling to stay in this one. Many teams would have rolled over after being down 2-0, but these guys are fighting hard. Ladies are fighting hard. It's good to see. As a coach, that's what you want to see, your team fight to the end. Kenzie's going to serve for us. Izzy Eide, beautiful pass right to her. She chopped that one up. Just an errant pass by the Cougars, and Izzy was waiting. Kenzie to serve again. One of those tough ones off the tape. There's not much anybody can do. It looks like it's going to be short, and then all of a sudden it goes long on you and dives, and great serve for an ace. That's 3 for her tonight as well. A lot of aces happening tonight because these girls are finding some open area. And sometimes they're getting lucky off the tape. That one's just going to be passed over by the Cougars. Izzy on the attack. Good job. Uh-oh. Nice job staying with that one. It shook the light, but we're going to play on. Good hard cross court. Isabella's there again. Thea pushes it over. Tornadoes are there for it. Ella on the attack. That's going to go long. Another great volley there. We've seen quite a few tonight. Maddie back in for Kenzie. Olivia's in for Thea, and that's going to bring Isabella to serve for the Cougars. Lily passes to Haley. Over to Ella. Cross court. Haley there. Tipped over by Lexi. Centerville will try the back row with Tessa. Good job by Isabella trying to get to that one. Just can't get it high enough in the air for anyone to get to it. Izzy will serve for the Tornadoes. That's going to be a lift called. Stays Tornadoes. Izzy to serve again. Ava passes it to Lexi. Haley's just going to pop it over. Maddie there to pass it to Haley. Back row, Lily does not get over the net, though. Side out, Cougars. Tessa in, Izzy out. For the Cougars, Brooklyn Kessler's in, and Haley Vogue's out. And that's Presley Skunoff serving. Haley passes to Ashlyn. Good hard hit, dug up by Ava. Outside here to Brooklyn. She'll push it over. Maddie to Haley. Outside to Ella. Finds the open area. Side out back to Centerville. So we're about midway through set 3. Tornadoes up by 4, but it's a tight battle back and forth. Ella Reuter to serve. Isabella passes it. Nice job by Lexi running it down to keep that one alive. Outside to Lily. She is going to hammer that one. She's had a couple hits here tonight that nobody's going to touch. It's just, when you have some, it's great. Cougars have a couple girls that have done the same thing as well, and you love to see it when a hitter puts one down like that. That's just untouchable. Ella to serve again. Isabella pops it up to Lexi. Outside to Brooklyn. That one's going to sail out of bounds. Centerville trying their best to try to pull away here. And that one's ran under and just going to go over. Centerville with the chance for an attack from the back row. Tessa hits it into the net. Side out back to the Cougars. Let's see. What do we got? Something different here. It looks like Lydia is going in for Ella in the back row. Yeah. Lydia Austin will play the back row for Ella. Lexi will serve for the Cougars. Tessa passes it up to Haley. Right back to Maddie. Good back row attack, but Cougars are there. Olivia Hansen, good hard swing. The Centerville's able to pop it up. Lily on her swing, and that's going to be a kill. That's 7 for her. She's come out of her shell here. Haley out. That'll bring Bria to serve. Maddie out. Kenzie into the front row. Student section trying to get something going, but it's kind of quiet night. That should have been touched. Yep. Yeah, I heard it get touched from up here. Nice hard hit. Again, you hope to hit it off some fingers and get the point, and it worked out. Haley back in. Bria goes out. And Olivia Hansen to serve. And that one's going to sail long. Olivia will go out. Isabella comes back in. Tessa will serve. Izzy out. Izzy in. Ashlyn out, excuse me. Good spot. Centerville's kind of found that back corner to be open, so they've attacked it quite a bit, and that's where a lot of their aces have come into play. Tessa to serve again. Lydia with the good pass there. Tessa from the back row attack. Good hard hit. Dug up by Vogue again. And miscommunication. Again, early year jitters will do that. Getting to know your teammates. You know, a lot of girls haven't played in certain spots. But it will come out in the end. They're playing hard and going to keep it up throughout the year. This is only game one or match one for most teams, so it's great for the Tornadoes to come out this way. They got to come back hard on Thursday. Menno will come to town. They're not going to take it easy on us, and this one's far from over. We still got a little ways to go. Thanks for joining us. I haven't really looked to see. This new YouTube format is hard. 76 people, that's pretty good. You know, once the season gets going, hopefully there'll be some more, but we're glad we have a good crowd here tonight, so I'd rather have you here. But thanks to our sponsors. If you're able to listen in on the commercials, we love it. They're the ones that give you this for free, and you don't have to pay for it. But at some point, if we don't have sponsors, we won't be able to present this at no charge. So please thank your sponsors. Newest sponsor to the crew this year is Tuffy's Bar and Grill. Brand new ownership, take it over. It looks great there, and go out and support all of our sponsors whenever you can. You know, small towns, that's what keeps us going. All right, Tessa back to live action serving. Good hard hit by Thea, dug up by Lydia. Lily's just going to have to pass that over and keep it in play. Isabella to Lexi to Ava. Good hard hit. Lydia pops it up to Haley. Outside to Lily. Good hard hit. Nothing anybody's going to do about that one. You ride that hand. When it gets hot like this, that's kill number 8. So she's got 8. Izzy with 5. That's a good mix from the outside and the middle. Tessa with the tape serve. Those are always good, too. Thea on the attack, off the tape, but does not go over. It might have been blocked. I'm not sure if it hit the tape or hit a hand, but it came straight back down. Centerville trying to put this one away, 22-12. They're winning the first 2 sets. Oh, there's that one. We talked about this in the JV. If you could perfect that serve, there's nothing anyone would ever be able to do. They'd have to just basically lay on the ground and wait for it. A tape is helping you there, so we'll take it. Lexi passes it over to Thea. She tries to tip it over but does not make it. So Cougars are battling here, but it's not getting the 50-50 balls, as I call them, but the ones that could go either way. And that one could have easily went over one time, and that serve could have came down on the wrong way. And just things aren't falling their way, but you hope they start to click for them. I'm sure there's a chance we will see this team again in the regions. So there's your set. Game, set, match goes to the Tornadoes. Clean sweep tonight for the Tornadoes. C Team, JV, and Varsity all with victories. Thank you for joining us on Tornadoes Live Ticket TV. We'll be back again Thursday night. Have a great night and happy